fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Falcons going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Again, they run with Gurley. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a... Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Powerful running. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Time running out here on the play clock. Running with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards there, and remember, Howard last year, 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Aaron Donald with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense, as they head back out there, Charles, what can this unit do for an encore? You look at 2016, they scored 540 points, 71 more than anybody else in the league. So those are big shoes to fill.
They certainly are. While they'll have a different play caller in 2017, they still have Matt Ryan at quarterback, who was the NFL's MVP last year, had a phenomenal season. And with his work ethic, he expects to be even better as he continues to move forward. Still have Julio Jones to throw the ball to. Two-headed monster at running back. They feel great about offense. And they got better on defense as the year went along last year and actually drafted another pass rusher and Takk McKinley out of UCLA. For them, the encore is getting back to the Super Bowl and winning it this time.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. On third and long, it's Wentz. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They go with Howard again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken inside his own 40. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the LA Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now a play fake. Wentz.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now
trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For the Bears, as their offense takes the field, I guess you figure last season was kind of rock bottom, Charles. They finished 3-13, tying a franchise record for losses in a year. They used 3 different starting QBs and were last in the NFC North for the 3rd straight season. So where does the optimism come from this year?
That's what the Bears fans are asking themselves, because they are a defensive-minded group of people, right? They love their heroes that stop other people from scoring. And I thought that's where they were headed in the draft. Instead, you did hear the name, Mitchell Trubisky, but you made the case. 3 different starting quarterbacks in 2016, and think about their division. Look who's playing quarterback in Green Bay, in Detroit, in Minnesota. They've got to have one of those guys themselves, and that's why they invested in the youngster out of North Carolina.
Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 11 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Cooks, 74. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Trubisky to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Let's go! 3-19!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Rumbling past the 30. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, they run with Howard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Worth noting, the largest deficit the Bears have ever overcome in their long history, 20 points against the Cardinals in 06. Again, it's Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Here we go now.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. A give to Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears cut into that lead. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Able to slither by. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Well, now they'll try the end around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A final shot before half for Wentz. And able to find Green. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And from down in Miami, an update. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Goes Marcus Wheaton past the 20, and he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. This is Howard. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They go counter with Howard, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit, That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called. Not so much just to, to get it done that way. But
now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back 99, here we go, here we go. 319. 319. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Now let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Trubisky to throw again. On the right side, this is Miller. A good pickup there, a 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears get a bit closer. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On play action, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears cut into that lead. So he's done his part, Charles, no doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go, step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already, eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, How great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Howard has the first down and then some. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Being chased out left. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On the give, this is Coleman, the fullback. Room here to run. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Gurley again here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. but you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They go with a fullback, Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And it was the Bucs coming away victorious there. A win would be their first of the young season. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do in the